Claude Ai just got the juiciest update of this month, giving us 2 new brand models and one incredibly good agent called Computer Use. So let me walk you through it and show you the new capability of the Cloud Sonnet 3.5 New. The first thing that they mentioned, the upgrading of the Cloud 3.5 Sonnet, and they call it the Sonnet New, which is kind of odd naming for it. It's not Cloud Sonnet 4, but they call it New. And introducing a new brand model, the 3.5 Haiku, which is not available yet. It will be available by the end of the month. And the upgraded Cloud Sonnet 3.5 New is a huge improvement across the board over its predecessor. The Cloud Sonnet 3.5, the original one, was already an amazing model for coding, and right now they're doubling down and saying it's even better in coding. And I'm going to show you this in action. And the Cloud 3.5 Haiku matching the performance of the Cloud 3 Opus, which is already the best large model they had. And I don't see any news yet about the Cloud 3.5 Opus. I hope that we get this version soon. And they introduce a new public capability called Computer Use. Computer Use, don't be fooled by its name, is actually an incredible good agent, but the problem is still in beta. And the reason that it's still in beta, launch it early for feedback from developers. It's like early access games. The developer get a huge feedback from the players and they develop it to be better. The only way to use it right now is inside a container or a Docker or a virtual machine. The way that Computer Use is acting is the same way that people using computer, by looking at the screen, moving the cursor, clicking the buttons, and typing text. And here is the video showing the capability of Computer Use as an automation agent in action.
We're going to be going through a quick demo today. In this fictional demo, a customer, in this case the Ant Equipment Company, has come to us and asked us to fill out a vendor request form. The data I need to fill out this form is scattered in various places on my computer. What we're going to do is ask Claude to look at the spreadsheet, check if Ant Equipment is in there, and if not, move over to the CRM and try and find some more information there. Once it has this data, Claude's going to then fill out the form for us and hopefully transfer the information across to the vendor form. The first thing that's going to happen is Claude's going to start taking screenshots of my screen and quickly realizes that the Ant Equipment Company isn't actually in the spreadsheet. So the first thing it does is it swaps over to a CRM and searches for the company we're interested in. Luckily, we get a search match, and Claude then starts scrolling through the page, looking for all the information it needs to fill out this form. Claude then autonomously starts transferring the information across without me having to do anything. And goes through the steps and fills out all the information needed. And then submits the form. This example is representative of a lot of drudge work that people have to do. This is available in the API. We're excited for people to try it, and we should expect things to get a lot better over the coming months.
The Computer Use and the Cloud 3.5 Sonnet New is available on Anthropic API and Amazon Bedrock and Google Cloud Vertex AI. As I said, the Cloud 3.5 Haiku will be released later in this month. We have like 7 days window of release to get this new model. This is the benchmark provided by Claude, comparing the new models, the Claude Sonnet New and the Claude 3.5 Haiku, to GPT-4o and the GPT-4o Mini and the Gemini 1.5 Pro. And the new Sonnet is beating every single model except in one area, which is math and problem solving. The winner in this category is actually Gemini 1.5 Pro. It's kind of very odd seeing Google Gemini beating Claude at anything. Don't overlook also the benchmark of the Claude Haiku 3.5 because in coding and graduate level reasoning, it's beating the GPT-4o Mini, which is already an impressive model. It seems that the improvement of the new Cloud Sonnet 3.5 actually is incredibly good that it's in the benchmark of SWE Bench Verified is beating the OpenAI O1 preview, which is the best model that we have right now in terms of logic and reasoning, aka the chain of thoughts they have. And in the TAU bench, it jumped from 62.6% to 69.2% in the retail domain. And actually, GitLab, which is alternative for GitHub, is tested this model for DevOps task and found out that they deliver stronger reasoning up to 10% across all use cases without adding latency. Basically, it says it maintained the same speed but improved across all cases 10%, which is amazing already. And in this area, actually, they're talking about the AI safety and how the US AI Safety Institution and UK actually tested this model, the Cloud Sonnet 3.5 new, and found out it's alright to be used and it's not breaking any AI safety laws. And the last part about this impressive update, the state of the art made affordability and the speed. We're talking about the new 3.5 Haiku. Claude's 3.5 Haiku is actually strong on coding task. For example, it's scoring 14% on the SWE bench verified, outperforming many agents using publicly available state-of-the-art models, including the original 3.5 Sonnet and GPT-4o. It means that the current 3.5 Sonnet, not the new one, is worse than the Haiku 3.5. This is amazing. I can right now switch in my Visual Studio Code client coding assistant to the 3.5 Haiku, and I will save money and will basically have slightly improved version of the 3.5 Sonnet. But technically, as we speak, the 3.5 Haiku, we don't have it yet. It will be available in a few days. Let's test the new Sonnet in action. I wanted to create a classic Tetris game using the HTML, Canvas, and JavaScript, and I wanted to have piece rotation and movement, score tracking and levels, game over detection, basically when you lose, preview for next piece, responsive control, aka keyboard shortcut, pause and resume functionality, and high score presence, and clean code structure, and smooth gameplay mechanics. So let's hit run and see what Claudia can do. So here is the result that I got from the code I wanted. See, it's moving left and right. Let's put this one over here. I actually lost and had 0 score. It's kind of embarrassing that I failed in simple game like this. But if I click pause, it will pause the game. If I play again, it will start again, have high score, level, and it show me what is the next piece. This has have been written in one go without basically fixing any error or modifying anything from the new Claudia Sonnet 3.5. It's quite impressive, this model. And they end the blog talking about that they are excited for exploring the new model that they created, and they welcome anyone that will share their feedback about the computer use agent. I'm gonna make a future video about computer use. I feel like it's not easy to just install it and run it in the same video reviewing the new update and the new model. So this is gonna be a future video. If you found this video respecting your time and providing you with valuable information, please hit the like and subscription button and leave a silly comment for the algorithm. Have been a blast and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.